The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of the staff or management of Visionary-related entertainment.
It's 12:05 on August 1st. The year is 2013, and it is now time for Maui's favorite new talk show. Is it still new? It's our 50th show. David Kane Has Issues, coming at you live from the KAOI studio with a gallery clap and everything. I'm Pistol Pete, and I'm joined by the man with the plan, the man with his name on the show, David Kane.
Yo, Pete.
You got issues?
Hey, I got issues, and I'm telling you, what, we've been doing this, a year now?
Well, nearly.
We need a party.
I'm not a mathematician, but if it's our 50th show, I think we're getting close. 50th state, 50th show, and we've also got, I'm surrounded by attorneys.
Do we have 50 Cent on today?
Dang, that really would have been appropriate. I think you actually suggested that, Liz.
I did, and I put a call into Fitty, but...
And that's the voice of Elizabeth Cuccia, another associate attorney at Kane and Herron, and of course, Michael Collins to my right.
After 50 shows, it feels like home.
It is. It's like home here in the studio with Gary the engineer. Thanks, Gary, for keeping us on the air all these
Gary's like
50
our dad.
shows. He
our
is.
little home.
Uncle Gary. And so this show brought to you every week at noon on Thursdays by the law firm of Kane and Herron, the attorneys with heart. Give them a call for all of your legal needs. The number there is 242-9350. With 16,000 attorneys, oh wait, no, it's 6 attorneys. It's likely we can help.
Wow.
We can help you with whatever your issue may be, and if not, maybe we'll discuss that issue on this show. And on that note, shall we disclaim our efforts before we start talking about anything of substance?
Liz, do you want to disclaim?
Sure, Michael. I'll disclaim. This show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Views and opinions expressed on this show should not be construed as legal advice, but if you need legal advice, I think you know who to call.
Hey, it's
Kane
like
and
that
Herron.
was scripted or something. And again, let's just emphasize that about opinions. These are opinions that we express on this show, so if you get upset about stuff and decide to unfriend us on Facebook, well, that's your prerogative.
Wow, you were really bothered by that, weren't you?
Well, we got unfriended.
Yeah,
we built up to 96,
like
and all of a
breaking
sudden I
up with
looked and
someone.
there's -1, and
Yes, they said we were too much kite supporty.
I shed a
Ish.
tear. Well, we
Wow.
don't know for sure, but I'm pretty positive. But
When they
you
said
know,
that I said things that I didn't say,
That's true.
it was Cousin Larry that said them. And
That's why Cousin Larry isn't on the show today. He's on punishment.
Yeah,
That's right. He's
Remind
on
me never to
suspension.
unfriend these people. They're
Right.
taking it
Well, you
too
know,
seriously.
Cousin Larry is kind of pro-kiter.
well, what people need to realize about
I
this
was
show
neutral,
is that if
Really?
so,
Okay.
if we're all of the same opinion about something, one of us is going to take the opposite track so that we can have an actual conversation. So, generally speaking, somebody's going to play devil's advocate.
It's like drama.
Just
We
for
have
the
to make
sake
drama.
of the conversation. Yeah, I mean, we could sit
Makes for
around
more
here and
interesting radio that way.
let's do a show about how delicious chocolate is. Any
Okay.
dissenters? Yeah, right. So that's the idea here. We try to open up discussion, and if we don't get an opposing view, we create an opposing view, and you don't have to listen, but we do appreciate your listenership. And check us out on Facebook /David Kane Has Issues. And also, let us know what you think we ought to do future shows on. And today, we're going to take phone calls throughout the entire show today. We want to hear what people think about this new initiative about the homelessness in Hawaii. So today's topic, homelessness in Hawaii. And 242, David?
242-7800.
That would be
Give
the
us a
number
call.
to the studio.
What do you guys think about the homeless
Well, what-
situation?
242
Why don't you
7800.
start by describing what the issue is?
Well, the issue, that's a broad issue, but the reason that this got sparked as today's program topic is the Return to Home program that the state of Hawaii just launched.
Return to home. I love that.
Return to Home.
It's, in other words, get them the heck out of Hawaii.
Yeah, well, I don't know if
Hawaii's not
that's
your
the
home.
wording that they've
Go
got
back
in
to your
here, but
home.
yeah, so we've set aside $100,000 a year for 3 years. That's $300,000 for those lacking math skills. This is a pilot program designed to transport some homeless folks back to the mainland, back to where they came from. It's not like you get to pick your destination. It's back to your hometown, evidently.
A free
I wanna go to
ticket one
Fiji.
way. Oh,
So-
and Mr. P, we have our first call, I think.
Well, let's go ahead and take a caller. Caller, you're live on the air with David Kane Has Issues.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Is the opposing view.
Okay, what's
The
what's
opposing view to
the opposing
homelessness?
view?
No, I'm just always the opposing view. I can't sit in the studio today, though.
Cousin
it's
Larry.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us. I could almost have introduced you and just had you on the phone. How's it going, cousin?
Well, you know what? I miss home. Michael says it feels like home. I miss you guys, even though I'm not
we
there.
miss you too.
You know, you can get a free ticket to where are you from?
I grew up in
home.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay,
Although
free ticket to Arizona.
I'm probably going to say some scandalous things and attribute them to you. And since you're not here,
That's perfectly okay. I am sorry if I cost us a friend on Facebook.
Yes, thanks, cousin.
Cousin,
You
our-
pro-kiter, you.
yeah, I mean, we like friends, but don't friend us if you're going to unfriend us because that hurts our
This
feelings.
friendship
Just
is
so you guys know, the
forever.
reason why I'm actually not in the studio today is because I'm out trying to find if this Ben Heron guy actually really does exist.
Oh, I've heard of him.
He's on a heron hunt.
He's elusive, like Bigfoot or something like that. And so I hear tales of him, but I've never actually seen him. I don't think he actually exists. So I'm out here in the depths of haiku trying to find and track down this Ben Heron
Yeah,
guy.
if you're curious about what he looks like, there's a big portrait of him in our front office.
Now,
I
what
saw
led
that.
you?
I think it's kind of like Picasso and the Mona Lisa. It was just David Kane superimposed himself backwards.
Well, no, actually, he looks like Lennon from, not John Lennon, the
Vladimir
rock
Hero?
star, but
Imagine
yes,
all the
right.
people. Oh, the other Lennon.
The
The
other
other
Lennon.
Lennon, the
But
bad Lennon.
Cousin, what led you to haiku
Wasn't so bad.
looking for Ben? Because that sounds like maybe a red herring.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
then again, I think that all chasing down of Ben could be a red herring. I don't know. I think he needs to be on the show.
Cousin, since we have you on the air, let's get your opinion about this new program. Did you hear about this, where they're going to pay one-way tickets for the homeless folks to go back to their hometown?
Well, I think, in 20 years of being here, and Pete, you've been here longer than I have, and David, you've been here longer than I have, I've heard tales of this for years about how they didn't send them back to the mainland, but they just sent them to Oahu, and then Oahu sent them here.
Well, let me tell you, actually, guys, what, sorry, cousin, didn't mean to cut you off, but what we used to do in the public defender's office, hopefully I'm not giving away any secrets, but we did actually have times where the judiciary would buy one-way tickets for some of our clients as opposed to incarcerating them because it's essentially cheaper to get them off the island. And so I must say, I had several clients that took advantage of that.
Remember that crazy caller
Wow.
that we had? Like maybe it was the second episode, and he was saying that people were taking the homeless and turning them into
Oh my
fertilizer.
God, grinding them
Remember that?
up behind the hospital.
Well, we didn't
I
do that.
remember
We didn't grind them up.
One of
The secret homeless person grinder upper.
one of our more well-informed callers that suggested that. Yes.
Well, no, didn't suggest, thought it. Yeah, right.
It is the absolute truth.
Well, cousin,
Yeah, so this
Well,
program is
for
better
me,
than that.
it seems a little bit suspicious and wrought for some sort of fraud of some sort. I mean, to me, it's just like, it sounds like a great idea, but how exactly do you take advantage of that? Who is it that, they're going to target? Is it voluntary or not? Are they going to drag some homeless guy off, in handcuffs through security and TSA and put him on a plane and force him back to Minnesota?
that wasn't.
It's-
Or if you are from
completely
Minnesota, why?
voluntary.
No offense to Minnesota, but if you're from Minnesota and you could be a homeless person here, or you could be a homeless person in Minnesota, why would you go back to Minnesota?
Cousin, are you saying you don't trust the government?
Yes, I'm saying that implicitly. I don't trust the government. However, I do really like Gladys Baisa because she's a grandmother and she's Portuguese.
Well,
I
there you
love
go.
Gladys. Hi, Gladys.
Hey, cousin, as the
out.
conversation unfolds today, maybe you can give a call in a little bit later.
Okay,
I don't know if you're
I
available
will
to do
keep
that,
you
but-
abreast of my my search for the red herring.
Good luck, cousin.
Okay, excellent. Cousin Larry joining us from upcountry. Now,
right.
okay, so there's an estimated 17,000 people homeless in the state of Hawaii. Obviously, the majority are probably on Oahu, but this article states that they're hoping with this program to send 100 home this year.
Yeah, I mean,
out of
what is
17,000.
that supposed to do? How is that supposed to impact the homelessness issue?
Well, maybe they're going to do the guys that walk with the shopping carts and the real cuckoo ones.
Now,
maybe?
Well, no, because in order to get sent back, they have to pass a background check and be mentally sound So you can't be
Yeah.
the crazy guy pushing the carts around, or
So I
that
mean,
one girl that carries around a big old bag of cigarettes.
are they going to be asking these people for their tax returns?